When we found Zaria, she was standing in the middle of the river, eyes open, lips moving, and holding something that looked like a rusty chain. The police said she was sleepwalking, but that's a lie because her footprint started from inside the water, not the land. My name is Halima, and this is what happened to my best friend. Zaria and I grew up together in a small town called Kanda, close to Zaria in Nigeria. She lived with her aunt, Mama Ngozi, after her mother and younger brother disappeared when she was 7. No one knew what happened to them. Some said they drowned, others said the river took them. You know how village people talk. Zaria never liked that river. She wouldn't even cross the small stream near our school. But one night, she called me sounding strange. Hallie, she said, I had this dream again. Again? About what? Water and a statue. I don't understand it. It felt real. I thought it was stress. She'd been helping her aunt sell herbs in the market all week. But when she came to my house the next day, she looked pale, and she hadn't slept at all. The statue moved. She said, What statue? A woman. She was standing in the water, vines around her neck. There were 2 people chained by her feet. Zaria, it's just a dream. No, I heard someone call my name. Her hands were shaking when she said it. A few days later, she stopped coming to the shop. Her aunt said she wasn't eating. She'd just sit by the window all night, staring outside like she was waiting for something. When I visited, she told me something I'll never forget. An old woman at the market called my name. She said, Okay. She said they've waited long enough. Then she vanished. I laughed. I wish I hadn't. That night, Daria sent me a voice note. Her voice was weak. Hallie, I saw my brother in the dream. He called my name. He said the Kudume wants us back. I didn't even know what Kudume meant. I asked my mom the next day. She froze. Where did you hear that name from? She asked. Saria said it. Don't ever say it again. Then she told me what she knew. Kudume was an old river spirit. People used to worship it long ago. It was said to appear as a woman with shame, calling out to people with her bloodline, pulling them back into the water. They sealed the shrine years ago. My mom said it's under that river. My stomach turned cold. That's the same river Zaria's family vanished in. I ran to her house that evening. She was packing a small bag. Where are you going? I asked. To the river, she said. Why? My brother is waiting. He's calling me. I grabbed her hand. No, Zaria. It's a trick. She looked at me with tears in her eyes. You don't understand, Hallie. If I don't go, they will come here. I didn't know what she meant, but I followed her outside. The air was cold and heavy. The whole street was silent. We walked until we reached the path that led to the river. I swear the air smelled like salt. The ground was damp, even though it hadn't rained in days. She turned to me and said, If I don't come back, don't come looking. Then she walked into the dark. I waited 10 minutes, 20. Then I heard it. A voice, faint, soft, coming from the water. Halima. I froze. It was her voice. But when I got closer, I saw her, standing waist deep in the water, her head tilted back, her lips moving like she was talking to someone. The water around her was still, too still. I shouted her name. She didn't answer. Then something moved behind her. It looked like a statue, a tall woman shape rising out of the water covered in vines. The sound that came after still rings in my head, like chains dragging across stone. I ran. But morning, they found her lying near the riverbank. Her clothes were soaked, her eyes open, her hands clutching a broken piece of chain. The doctor said she was in shock. But when she woke up, she didn't speak. She just stared at the window. Her aunt said she kept whispering one thing. She turned her head. 2 days later, Zaria disappeared again. This time, no one found her. That was 3 months ago. I moved to Kaduna after that. I couldn't stay. But even now, I sometimes dream of the same thing. The pool, the statue, the chain. Last night, I woke up to the sound of dripping water. There were wet footprints on my floor. And when I looked at my mirror, I saw her, Zaria, standing behind me, whispering, Hallie, Kudume calls for you too. If you ever dream of water, don't follow the voice. Because the Kudume doesn't just take one person. It always comes back for blood.